It does not matter what library, framework, or even platform you develop applications on. They all have three fundamental parts to them: storing state, changing state, and presenting that state in a user interface. You will notice with Cerebral that these three parts are very clear and simple. The state of the application is stored in what we call a model. The business logic for changing that state is defined in the controller. And the UI we often refer to as the views. Unlike other frameworks, Cerebral has only one instance of a model and one instance of a controller. In your model, you store all the state of your application, and I mean all of it. It does not matter if it is data you have fetched from the server, some state you need to indicate a loading indication in the UI, or even state related to URLs. Everything is in this single instance model. You might think that is a bit crazy, but hang on, you will soon see why this is such a powerful concept. The job of the controller is to synchronize state between your views and your model. That means when you change the text of an input, that text is moved into the model and then right back into the input. That might seem a bit counterintuitive, but you will soon see how powerful that concept is as well. The controller also synchronizes state between the server and the model, like getting new data from the server, posting new data to the server, and so on. The controller even synchronizes state with the router. When using Cerebral, it is easy to make your views very dumb. The controller exposes the state of the model and a concept called signals. That way you only have to define how the views should look, what state they should use, and trigger signals to make changes to the state. This fact also makes it easier to create universal applications and generally write UIs. So what is Cerebral? Cerebral is a loosely coupled framework that gives you a few but powerful concepts to build scalable applications. You will think of your controller and model as your actual application. The views are just a way to display the state of your application and trigger changes. You will notice that you will not get into problems changing and moving the views of a Cerebral application. Adding new features most commonly requires no refactoring at all, even though your new feature affects your existing app. Another great feature is the debugger, so I recommend you check that out to complete your first impression of Cerebral. And please move on to other sections of the website as well to learn more.